Hi guys, it's Manny Rataul, and today with another unboxing video. And today we have the Nintendo Switch OLED version. We have the white one. We're going over the contents. We're seeing what's different between this and the light version. And we'll be doing a basic setup and connecting it to a TV. And if you haven't done so, please consider subscribing to the channel. Weekly videos are posted around tech and productivity. Okay guys, so here is the box for the Nintendo Switch OLED. As you can see, this is the white version, and the box is pretty simple, a little bit different from the Nintendo Switch LITE. You can see that video on my channel, but obviously this comes with the dock, so it is considerably bigger. And this does come with a few additional items. So you get the Nintendo Switch itself, the removable JoyCon controllers, straps, an HDMI cable, the actual docking station, the grip for the JoyCons if you wanted to use it as a controller, and then of course you get the AC power adapter. Let's open this up. So immediately we have the Joy-Cons here, and we have the actual Nintendo Switch model right here. So let's take these out. This is your left Joy-Con. And this is your right one. As you can see, this is how you would use it as individual grips. What's interesting about these controllers is they can also be used as individual. So for multiplayer, these actually are trigger buttons at the top. Very, very interesting and very cool. So set these aside. And here we have the Nintendo Switch. So the Joy-Cons attached to the sides, but we'll attach them later. As you can see, this is the OLED version. Similar specs as a regular LITE. As you can see, it has a vent as well, the game cartridges slot, and on the bottom we have the USB-C for charging. And this is what you see at the back. And what's interesting is it is a kickstand, so you can use it as a dock or sort of a tabletop mode if you'd like to. But this is the Switch. We'll put this to the side here. Other than that, we got a few cables. So we have the AC adapter cable. I'm just going to leave this in its package here. HDMI cable. Standard, I believe this is a 2.0. Here's the grip. So this is the grip for the Joy-Con controllers here. So the left and right. So you can use it as a controller. This is actually, if I'm going to compare it, it's a bit smaller than the Xbox One controller, but pretty similar in terms of grip. So I can imagine it's a lot more comfortable playing like this when you're playing on the TV. And then of course, set this to the side. Open this up. This is your dock. So this is where you would dock your Nintendo Switch to be able to play it on your television. As you can see, it has two USB ports on the side. That is for additional controller support. Nintendo Switch logo. And then that's really it. Very simple. Now you may be wondering, well, I only see two USB ports here, but how do I connect this to my TV? Where is the HDMI ports? And interestingly enough, this portion here is hidden off conveniently. So this is for cable management. And on the bottom here, you have your AC adapter, so you can plug in directly, your HDMI out, and your local area network. So you actually have, I don't know if you can see here, but you have an actual Ethernet port. But not to be overwhelmed, it's very simple. If you can't find the ports, you just remove this section from the back and you're good to go. So attaching the Joy-Cons is actually pretty straightforward. As you can see here, you have a arrow indicating which direction is to go down. And then of course on the Nintendo Switch, you can tell it can only be inserted from one side. So it goes in like this, and subsequently the other one attaches like that. And now you have your full Switch just like that. And on the back, like I said, there is a kickstand. So as you can open it up, set it down, and you can remove the Joy-Cons as well. And then you can have a little TV and play on a table stand. And to remove the Joy-Cons is quite simple. You have a button here, press and hold it, simply ejects. and you're good to go. Now to dock, it's quite straightforward. So this front end where you see the Switch logo is what's facing you. And the way you're going to dock it is the screen is also going to face out, and you just pop it right in and it just sits right there. You shouldn't feel too much resistance. It just sort of pops in, but if you try putting it in the other way, it simply won't go in. This only goes in one way. Now, another interesting difference between the LED model and this Lite is that the micro SD card slot is actually not found at the top. You only have your volume buttons, your power, your vent, and your game card slot. And at the bottom, as I mentioned previously, you just have your USB-C. In order to access your micro SD slot, you have to open up the kickstand, and you'll find it at the bottom here. So you can expand your memory. You can go up to 2 terabytes if you'd like to. The internal storage on the Switch is actually 64 gigabytes, which is an upgrade from the Lite version, which is only 32. But now we're going to get this set up, and we'll see how it looks on the TV. Now, setting up the OLED version of the Switch is no different than the Lite. I actually did an entire video on it. You can find it in the top right. But once everything is set up, the biggest difference is using it on the dock. And to use it on the dock, you got to do a few things. Number one, you want to make sure that the dock is connected with an HDMI cable and its power cable. Once it's set, all you have to do is remove the JoyCon controllers here and make sure the screen is facing you, and you simply just drop it in. Once it's dropped in, your TV or your monitor will automatically pick it up, and then you simply just use your controllers to navigate. Okay, so once you have everything set up on the TV, you can either continue to use your Joy-Con separately, like so. You got your A, B buttons and whatnot. Or if you want to make your life easier, you can use the adapter. And the adapter works just like the Switch, where you can simply pop in the Joy-Cons. They click in very easily, like so. And now you can navigate on your monitor or TV with a lot more, a better grip and more ergonomically, I would say. But other than that, the actual OS system across the OLED and the Lite versions are exact same. I'm going to be doing a full video review on the Switch OLED, and I'll let you know if it's actually worth purchasing over the Lite, or if you have a Lite, whether or not you should just stick to it, and if it's actually not worth purchasing the OLED version at that point. But stick around, subscribe to the channel, and more videos will be coming soon. But until next time, peace.